To start, I was just going to ask you about what kind of impact you think Clarkson had over there last weekend in Ireland. Both you guys and the school in general. What did you think of just maybe the impression you left on those people?
Yeah, well, I mean, they sort of made an impression on us. So usually, it was the hospitality and the country itself was fantastic, the tour and everything. But I think it was just, I think hopefully our guys represented our university well. I know our band were like rock stars over there.
Yeah, whose idea was it for the band to go? Was that just something?
I think our administration decided it was important. They're an integral part of our program.
Yeah.
They work hard here for us. They travel with us here, and it was an opportunity to showcase a little bit about what Clarkson hockey is all about. And I thought people got a real good feeling how important it was to our school, and it was a great life experience for them. Hopefully, they had a great week, as good a week as we had as players.
Do you think that was one of the reasons maybe some of the fans who didn't have a horse in the thing, so to speak, might have picked you guys to cheer for just because they liked the band too, and so they just kind of, do you think you might have picked up some extra fans over there?
Yeah, no question. Certainly the young students there. I know we were at the school. We had them chant "Let's Go Tex." We prepared for when the band was there, so they were pretty excited to see the band, and it was. And they made themselves accessible. They were in the lobby, and they moved around a little bit, and they were the tournament committee itself really utilized them well and got them out and about. So it just kind of sent the message about Clarkson University and Clarkson hockey, and the pep band. Like I said, they were treated like rock stars.
And I even saw one person on Twitter say that they were thinking of doing their year abroad over here just because of that tournament too. So I was wondering if you could pick up some new fans.
Perfect. Perfect.
I was curious, what were some of the favorite things you got to do over there that weren't hockey related? Like, were there any particular things you saw, or just
Well, let's see. I thought the Causeway for me was an absolute phenomenal touring experience. Just a natural landscape, and got a little longer. It got cold. I didn't realize it was 3.8 kilometers to walk around and get where we had to go. We went the long route, but was absolutely spectacular. I think for me, the fact that my little guy was with me, Brian, was made the trip really special. Would like to have the whole family there, but mom and the daughter have a school trip in the spring. But Brian came over, and we get to spend that week together. Was outstanding. We ate at a phenomenal restaurant. I think the oldest restaurant in town. They served our steaks on rocks. We cooked it ourselves at tables. Was a fantastic experience for our guys. So we did some neat things. We're in a jail that they walked us through back in the day when executions were a big part of jail system. We walked through. It was just life experience and cultural, and learn a little bit about the battles they went through in Northern Ireland and that. So it was awesome. It was, but first and foremost, people were fantastic, treated us great, and had an opportunity to learn that it's a place that if you haven't visited, you want to consider. It was a great place.
Is there anything, I was curious, like in North America-wise, that even compares to scenery like that you saw over there? Is there any place you've ever been, like in either Canada or any part of the U.S.? It's
eastern. My mom's Miramichi, so we've been east part of Canada. There, you get a little bit on the cliffs and that. It's similar, but it was pretty special an area there. And then we couldn't believe it was cold. We couldn't believe how green the grass was. Like it was still like really, really green, and they're heading into the winter. We couldn't figure it out for life of us. I'm not sure, but food was awesome too. We heard the food maybe a little different. We had buffet. They had a Clayton Hotel treated us fantastic. So everything was top notch.
And as far as hockey goes, not talking about the games, but just the atmosphere, how impressed were you by how much they know about hockey over there? I read that their team is like a really big draws better than a lot of U.S. teams do in the minor leagues.
Well, I'll be honest with you, like in my experience, like afternoon games have never drawn anywhere. They don't draw in regionals, they don't draw in tournaments, and they had 4,000+ people in the building for both 3 o'clock games. So that tells you a little bit about their the support they have and the promotion they have for the tournament. And that it was like our game on Friday. They had the schools there. Like it was fantastic crowd. It was electric in there. It was awesome. So to have that on a Friday afternoon at 3 o'clock was they're doing something right. And championship game was off the charts, I thought, for no one. You have you have some minimal fans coming in it, but it's not like we're traveling either. Any team was traveling big numbers there. Like it was their folk, and it was a great atmosphere.
I mean, obviously too, to win this tournament for the second straight year too. What does that kind of do for you guys? Because it's a good experience if when you get to Lake Placid, for example, you've already been through that experience of going somewhere for a weekend and having to win 2 games. Can that pay off?
We talked about it. You only get a couple of chances during the year to to win a championship. That was one of them. The other thing we wanted to look at the fact that, you know, in postseason you're going to play some afternoon games in different times. So we used it as a testing for us to be prepared for that with a different schedule. It's not the normal 7 o'clock start. So we wanted to look at that. We wanted to focus in, and so we used the weekend for a lot of things for us to be prepared down the line. Most importantly, we wanted to get a chance to just compete at a high level. It was nationally televised games for us. A lot of guys got in TSN back home. So a lot of families, all of our guys' families and friends saw the game. So there was a lot online for us in the game, and but more importantly, was just we wanted to continue playing well.